Oh, do 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 do, ba da ba, ba da ba, bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. Where is my plug? I can't find my plug. Whew. My hair be poofy. It is so poofy today. Well, my bangs are like flat. My hair cannot decide. That's okay, because we're gonna fix it. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Who's all here? Tell me, tell me, tell me. I wait like 3-ish minutes so that everyone gets their notifications if they have them on. Oh, well. I titled this evening Get Ready With Me because it's definitely not a morning Get Ready With Me. I mean, 2 minutes. I thought about just putting like the Get Ready With Me acronym, but since we're not a beauty channel, I don't know how many of our subscribers would know what that meant, and I didn't want to confuse people. But yeah, this was a pretty not random and not unscheduled. I can't think of the word. It's not sporadic, but like sporadic. Basically what I'm saying is I didn't plan to go live today, but as I started to gather my stuff to get ready, I was like, why not? I did think for a second about asking, but then the time was getting later and I was like, I kind of have to start getting ready soon. Or here's the thing. It is 4:07 p.m. And it's not like I'm just getting up or anything like that. It really is just because most of the day I had no company and I'm quote unquote getting ready because I will have company ish soon. I want to know what time it is everywhere because I don't know. 7 a.m. in Manila. Oh, it's 1 a.m. where one of our like most, there's a truck going by. One of our most active people, you probably see them a lot if you ever come to these. Dear Army. It's like 1 a.m. where they're from. So I wouldn't be surprised if they don't show up. Whoop. There's a delivery truck on my street that I can hear. Wonder who's getting a package. I got so many more packages than I expected today. Or I got things that I didn't expect today. I got this today. Finally came in the mail. It was coming from the UK. And I was actually pretty nervous because I couldn't remember when I ordered it. But I knew that the delivery had said, oh, by April 7th, and it still hadn't come. And it was getting close to the time where I'd have to be like, hey, did you send this off? Do you have any information on this package, like to the seller? Because I bought it off Etsy. But thankfully it came and I didn't have to do that because I do not want to do that. Especially because you never know. When packages come from a different country than yours, I always get nervous. But I feel like I order enough from other countries that I don't. I could be more nervous. Oh, I think I was just mostly nervous because it was my first time getting anything from the UK. I'm not sure who's watching. Someone's watching. But if it doesn't, bump up and around, I'll have to stop and act like it didn't happen. Because these really only work when there's people to watch. I have songs that I can't play because they're copyrighted stuck in my head. I feel like I should play something that isn't, just to make it a little more interesting. I have a thought about who the one person watching is, but I won't say. Ooh, here we go. It's very interesting what YouTube holds for review as I look at the chat. Things that it does hold for review and things that it doesn't hold for review. I'll wait till 10. But if nothing happens by 10 minutes, I'll stop. To the one person watching, I hope you're safe. And you get to be the only one remembering what I said right now. Oh, look at that. Hello. Welcome in. I know all you see in the chat is one person who said LOL. The first message that they sent is held for review. And I haven't pressed show and or hide yet. I might press hide. There. What is today? Oh, Monday. Sorry we didn't do anything yesterday. The original plan was to go live last night, but it didn't happen because we were both really tired. And right now, Nadia's not here. She went off. I suppose you're wondering why I called you here today. I thought it could work. As you can see, I definitely didn't prepare because I didn't bother to really... Well, a get ready with me kind of allows me to be not ready. So that's why I'm doing my hair. But also, today has been mostly like cleaning, laundry, etc., which you can tell because my bed sheets aren't on there because they're in the wash. And there's laundry that's folded on my bed that I've left in the background. I could have just like laid out those blankets that just got washed that are at the very top, but I didn't want to. So I'm getting ready because, not for any hot date, mostly because I couldn't go on a hot date because we can't go outside. But my boyfriend comes back usually between 5:30, 5:40. And not that I have to get ready because he's more of a whatever's comfortable for you type of guy. But I think it's important in relationships to put in some. We dyed my hair black. So a lot of people, even in my family, my natural dark brown hair is the darkest in the family. But I went full black, so it is coming off darker. I'm wearing a long sleeve, which was fine, before I started doing my hair, because it is cold in California currently. Because it used to be dark brown. What's funny though is that even this shirt is coming off like black and white on camera, because it's just a webcam, but it's actually navy blue. In an attempt to make sure that my whole wardrobe isn't black, because most of my wardrobe is black. It's cold for California, but I don't mind. Is stationed in Nebraska, so and we visited him in like February, not last year. We visited him in February 2 years ago, so that was cold. But yeah, no, it's just cold for California. It's not cold. Area. So yeah, no snow. I can see mountains with snow, but they're in the distance. And honestly, it's been a few years since I've been up into the mountains. I like it, but I don't think I could live in snow. Hi, Mark. Welcome to the stream. I'm trying to tell via camera whether I should straighten more of my long bits of my hair, which is not really working because, it's not very reflective. But I think it's almost time to switch to straightening my bangs. I actually use 2 different straighteners. This one is for my hair, my long bits, and this one's for my bangs. The one for my bangs is a little bit smaller. Also, my bangs have been they kind of look like I need to trim them. I'm not going to do it yet, mostly because I'm on camera, but also I'm contemplating letting them grow out. Not sure yet. How was your Easter? So Easter was good. It was very different because on a normal year, or any other normal year, we would do Easter at my house with all my family. All my extended family comes here. We'll have like 20-ish people. And there's an egg hunt and lots of good food, etc., etc. But since we couldn't do that this year, instead, I have quite a few younger cousins. And so me, Nadia, and 3 of our younger and without her knowing, we decorated her driveway full of Easter drawings and fun hearts. And the reason I didn't make a whole video out of it is because I wanted it to be more private for her, even though when I came home, my dad was like, "You're not making a video out of that?" And I was like, "No, I didn't take my camera. I just, I can't make every moment about this because that would be exploiting my family, even if they let me, apparently." Hello, Brian. Yeah, don't worry. I'm not getting dressed up to go out. I'm just doing it so that when my boyfriend comes home, I don't look like a puffball. My hair, I had washed it, so it was naturally, my hair is pretty puffy. I'm not a big fan of it, so I really see you and don't have to get very close. And now with my glasses, I can see, yeah, my hair does look a lot darker. which is good. That's what I wanted. The only question is, am I going to do anything for my face? I feel like I should at least do my eyes. And lately I've been really into like light eye looks. Despite all this, I've been into really light eye looks. Also, guys, if you can see, this is my new necklace. It's a wolf with a moon and a little moonstone. I'm super in love with it. I might wear it every day. So yeah, don't worry, I'm not going out, so I won't be getting near anyone. It's all just for house stuff. Because if I just stayed, I wasn't necessarily in pajamas, but I wasn't like in clothes I'd go out in. This is going to be a little bit of a challenge because my mirror is far and I don't want to reach over, so I'm going to get pretty close. See, look at that. It's long. It's getting long. Negative 17 degrees Celsius. That is cold. That is very cold. That is one good thing about all this rain that we've been having, is that it makes it, the rain makes you want to stay in, or cold weather makes you want to stay in, which we have to anyway. So, isn't that easy? Spring. It's okay, you know? It'll warm up eventually. And for us in California, April showers bring May flowers. My birthday is in May, so that's why I get excited about May. Even though there's not really any particular reason to be excited about turning 24. I certainly can't think of a reason. Well, yeah, no, I can't really think of anything spectacular related to 24, other than the whole like joke about everyone hates you when you're 23, like the Blink-182 song. At least no one will hate me again once I turn 24. Mayflowers bring pilgrims. I think a Mayflower brought pilgrims. All right. I do have to lean over to get my, well. Oh, I thought I had like a little compact mirror in here. I do not. But I'm sure I'm not going to be using, ooh, sorry guys. This one has a big mirror. I don't think you guys can hear that, but that's Nadia screaming. Nadia! Because she definitely didn't hear me shout that. She's still yell singing. And I can't think of the name of that song. Well, Mark, that's okay. In my case, at my age is but a number. Hi, Roger. Good to see you. What was I doing? That's right. I got totally distracted. I was gonna see if I could set up this mirror in a way that I could use it. My bangs came out good today. I love when that happens. How's everyone's, like, what's your guys' day-to-day been like? Because I feel like every day I either I'm one of two people. I'm either valuable in different ways. Last night, I was picking up, like, or changing the layout of my desk because I had gotten new things that needed to go certain places. And so I was changing one of my photo albums to use it for photo cards. And I got some really old photos. I don't want to show, I'm in them, but I don't want to show the other old I turned in this picture because I know it's from a birthday. I want to say like 10 or 11. I want to say 11. No, that doesn't make any sense. Might be younger. Might be 9 or 10. Yeah. I mean, this one you can't really see everyone's faces, but isn't that cute? Like we all fell from trying to do that whole like human pyramid thing. This is a young me with a very young Olivia. I just heard Nadia close her room door. She has to know I'm live. Oh. Here's me and Nadia the 1 year we did ballet. Hello. Oh my gosh, Roger, 1.5 feet of snow. Jeez, that's a lot of snow. Trying to see if there's any other one that would be either particularly interesting. This is me with my dog. Okay, so that shirt tells me I'm in 5th grade in this picture. Solid side bang. My dog not understanding what's happening. I'm going to go get my sister. I will be right back.
Hello. Hi. Hi. Hi, Mark. Hi, Roger. I would stick around, but I have school. Yes. Listening to some lectures. Fun times. Get ready. Camille's had some great ideas recently. So we're going to be making some big moves.
I just showed them this picture of us. Wait for it. This one. I said the 1 year we tried ballet.
Did we have a performance or something?
Yeah.
We did?
Yeah, we did that.
I don't remember ballet.
Yeah.
Wait, what's this? Not that one.
Oh, okay.
Like, why am I so tall?
You're not. You're just standing on a
Look at
pole.
those Jesus sandals I'm wearing.
I'm not going to show it because there's too many other people in that picture.
But cute. Okay. Everybody asks me why I'm smiling out from ear to ear.
Yeah, I didn't actually know what she left to go do. Like, I just knew that she had left. And I was here needing to get ready. I'm gonna turn that background noise back on. I don't even know if you guys can hear it, but it's relaxing me, so I'm gonna keep it on. Ooh, this mirror is so low. I just don't want to like overly block anything. So let me know if I'm doing that. Like I said, I'm into doing really light looks, which is so light that you probably won't even be able to see it. Oh, yeah? Wait, Roger, did you post it on Patreon? Or did you message me on Patreon? Or... Roger is one of our patrons, which is A, why I know him by name, but also he's been following us since like forever. Oh my god. Roger now sort of traction. And now that I think about it, it's been a couple of years since we've had traction. So it's like that part just blew my mind a little bit. Yes, you can? Okay. I just wanted to make sure because it's totally fine if you can't hear it. It's just relaxing me so that, because, you know, talking with empty space is pretty awkward. Not gonna lie to you. So yeah, you can't even tell what I'm doing on camera because all these shades here, they're just like light shimmers. So I'm using this one. It's like a light pink. I'm putting it on my eyes. Just for like a light glow. And that's really all I'm gonna do besides mascara because, like I said, my boyfriend doesn't really care for it. Or he doesn't care whether I do it or I don't do it. So there's no reason to like go all out and put on a full face of makeup. Especially because we're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere with makeup and with practically none. Actually, no, not practically none, with none. I started this with none. I'm very blessed. I don't have the type of skin that always need, you know, nothing about my face makes me feel like I need to wear makeup 100% of the time, which is good because makeup is very expensive. It takes time, lots of things. Yeah, I did know Fourth Impact was doing something on Patreon. You have a 30-minute live window? Do you mean that that's how long you can go live on Patreon? No, that doesn't make sense. Or are they going live in 30 minutes? Because if they are, I will stop. We're just gonna do the one thing that's gonna make me less two-dimensional. Which is this mascara. I mean, this is how you know I don't do makeup often because my mascara is like so cheap. I don't know why I got rid of my mirror. We're gonna try this. We're gonna hope that I don't poke my eye. This is making me really nervous and want to laugh, which is not good while you're doing this. I can't tell what I'm doing. I'm scared. I dropped it on the floor. Out of frame. All right, cool. There we go. Add the darkness. You have a 30-minute time frame for a live stream. Then you have to restart. How weird. Like, that's so short. Because, like, they lost the first part of their concert. That sucks. Yeah, that's a really that's a really short time to be live streaming. I need a napkin or something. Whoops. Can't really tell the difference right now. I need to stop holding this while it's open so that I can. You see this sorry, I shook you again. This contraption, I don't actually understand it at all. Like, I know what it's supposed to do, but I feel like it just doesn't really do that for me. or I feel like it's not really worth the effort. Because, I mean, watch, if I do it right now and I say it's not worth the effort, it's going to come out really nice. But the chat is really awesome on there. Okay. I mean, we've never tried going live on Patreon, but I'm down. Damn, since it's not making like any visual difference, it makes me want to actually do my eyeliner. Of course, the girls were incredible. There's no, Fourth Impact is consistently incredible. They are, quite frankly, some of my favorite people to react to. Their voices are very calming. I had to be quiet while I did that. Their voices are very calming. They work so well together. I mean, you know, the familial thing plays a big part in that. I know, because I also have a sister. And having a sister really changes, look at it, really changes, you know, your point of view for groups like that, because there are so many sisters that do not get along the way that Fourth Impact does. Yeah, they miss the fan connection. That's exactly why I go live, is so I can talk to you guys. And so that we can have a connection. Oof. I can tell I can tell my bangs are getting long because they're starting to get caught in like my eyelashes. But yeah. Live streaming, who I was talking to recently, because she was one of the soulmates in the soulmate video that I posted. And she was asking me about what I'd been posting. And I told her that it's kind of hard to think of regular content because it just doesn't feel like a regular time. And everything, or a lot of the concepts that I think of are things that I would have to go outside for, which I can't. So I had like a whole video series planned that I couldn't do, that I can't do until this thing is over, or, you know, everything cools down. And I'm trying to think of new concepts, and it's just hard because it's hard to feel creative, and also the connection helps me think. And yeah, so thank you for being here. Hans, I'm getting ready for my boyfriend to come home. That's all. That's true. I don't think I've ever seen, or Roger, that's true. I don't think I've seen the option to live stream on Patreon for us. And that might be because maybe you have to have a certain number of people. I'm not sure. Mostly because I am a patron of my favorite band. And whenever he goes live, he just does it through YouTube. So that's why I don't know too much about like Patreon live streaming. But I'm willing to learn about it. So yeah, and even that soulmate video was supposed to be different. I wrote the script for it in January. And what I was going to do was start filming all these events and other things I had already planned. And that way I would have all of the soulmates footage. However, because I haven't seen most of them, I couldn't do that. So it turned into grabbing footage that I did have and getting old footage and putting it in that setting. So it became less about the visual and more about the audio, which is fine because, I mean, the whole concept of the video itself came from me writing that script. It was script first. Maybe some more music review and avoiding copyright. Yeah, reactions are hard because most of the time they do get copyrighted, especially with the way that we use them. If I cut more, well, if I cut at all, they'd be less likely to get copyrighted. But most of the time, if we cut anything, people comment and say they are upset with the fact that we're cutting. So I pretty much just take that hit. So we don't make any money on those reactions because they're copyrighted, as it should be. Like, I mean, that doesn't make any sense. It wouldn't make sense for us to make money off of it because it's someone else's. However, if I did like cut stuff out, like when we're just like listening, that's the sort of thing I would cut out. I would just cut out the parts where we're looking. I'd keep in the parts where we say something, the parts where there's a particular facial expression or reaction, and then sort of just amping that stuff up. Have you guys ever had a negative reaction video? No, we haven't had a single one. I'm genuinely waiting for the moment that someone gives me something that I don't like. The problem is, I guess for me, is that I'm really easy to please, especially when it comes to everyone that people tell us to react to, and every video that we've ever been given is full of talented people. So it's just, there hasn't been a moment where I'm like, ugh, I don't really like this song, you know? I've had definite moments where I'm like, oh, it's a great song. It's really good. It's just not my type of thing. I think that happened once with like very early Twice video, which now I've listened to that song way more and I take it back. And I can't think of another one where I was like, I don't really feel it, because every song that we listen to, I'm like, this is amazing. I love it. I need to add it to my playlist. And then I get mad when like there's artists from other countries that I can't add to my playlist because they're from another country, and it's like frustrating. A lot of people, I was actually surprised with the type of comments that I was getting on the Soulmate video. I didn't think too much about, because one person was talking about, oh, like, did you write this? It sounds so great. And I'm like, yeah, I did write that. But I don't consider myself a writer. So like, I hated screenwriting. That class was awful. Yeah, I think years of not really getting positive reactions to long format writing gave me that sort of like stigma of like, I'm not a writer. And I think I'm just starting to walk back into that format, because when I was younger, I did really I read like crazy, and I loved reading and I liked writing, but I stopped doing it because I didn't really get praise on those, but I did get praise and validation with poetry. So I continued doing that until I got much older and more self-conscious. However, I do still write poetry. So I think that's why whenever I write a script, it's usually shorter. Sorry, I'm shocked by, I've clicked on dozens of Morissette reactions, and I actually ran across a guy who hated Never Enough by her. Too much shouting and too much saying never. That's a weird... I don't watch reaction videos. I should say that. I personally do not watch reaction videos because I am sensitive. I don't have the heart to see anyone hate on something I like. So that's why I don't watch reaction videos. But that's a weird comment to make. Too much saying never. It's not her fault. Morissette didn't write that song. They say like that makes no sense. We have had comments before, which I'm surprised. Like I saw one for a Michael, but it didn't look like he was putting any feeling into it. And I looked back at that video and I was like, what? Like Michael was putting so much emotion. You could see it in his face. And I was like, what do you see, sir? Like, what? I see emotion, but I don't know why it's not registering for you. Thank you, Roger. Dreamers mobbed him. You know, there will be someone who doesn't like your content. For me, when I do come across negative comments, that's why I don't really like reading comments on videos, unless I know that it's going to be, like for the soulmate video, obviously I wanted to check comments because it wasn't, I was hoping that people would just say stuff about the script and about that. But people, of course, leave negative comments on reactions and other videos. And if I do see stuff like that, then I'll usually delete it myself if I see it. If I don't see it, it just, you know, it's like on our community, making a community post and being like, hey, what do you want us to react to? Because it's easier to find and I'm less likely to see something I don't want to see. Which is exactly, I mean, that's another reason I would never react to something. And if I didn't feel the song, like if I thought I'm never going to listen to this again, I would simply say that it's not my style. Like I wouldn't be like, this is the worst song ever. Why would they write this? Why would they release? Like that's not, there's no point. There's no reason to put that much negative. And then I'll tell you that I don't vibe with it. I won't be like, this is the worst. Because someone worked hard on it. Like there's, I am only here to spread positivity. That is my purpose. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'm getting bugged that like the mascara didn't do much for the camera. It makes me want to do my eyeliner. Which is also completely unnecessary. No time for trolls. I have none. No time for trolls unless you are the new movie Trolls World Tour by DreamWorks. I want to see that because there's actually an Idol song in there. There's a K-pop song in there. So I kind of want to see it even though it's totally a kid's movie. Selena has put out a solo cover on YouTube. Definitely putting that on the books. This is, I don't think I can do this with, wait, where did I just put the cap? This is why my eyeliner dries out. It's because I do things like lose the cap for a minute or two. Okay, I'm finally gonna have to reach over and find my mirror. Well, I can see it. I just didn't want to like get out of frame and reach for my mirror. Got it. Let's see. Let's move this over and this over so that I can see it and you don't have to be blocked by it. All right, here we go. Moments of truth. Eyeliner is tricky, my friends. I was thinking about it the other day, and it almost feels like I was better at eyeliner when I was like much younger. YouTube is under her full name. Okay. Noted. Almost done with one eye. Almost there. Got it. You know, what if I just left it like what if I just left it like I don't get it. Like I don't get why my brain is like, yes, the line. The line is better. I don't know. The beauty industry wins again. Luckily, I know none of you guys. No one watching, probably. Probably no one watching does eyeliner on a consistent basis. So I don't have to worry about you guys telling me I'm doing it wrong. That is one industry I would never want to go into. Beauty. It is much too terrifying. No, thank you. I have to be really quiet while I do this. I'm so sorry. Ooh. Stressful. I don't know. It just gives you your eye just a whole different look. Why? I think I'm gonna leave I'm gonna leave my glasses off for this last bit because I worked so hard on my eyeliner. I'm sorry if you can hear my mom shouting from the kitchen. She's on the phone channel. And no problem, Roger. I aim to please. But on my terms. And that's, I mean, this is just my genuine opinion. You can take it or leave it. I prefer positivity, and that should pretty much always be clear. And I hope it's always clear. I hope I get another inspiration to write something like Soulmates. But it's just hard because my brain thinks like, yeah, I could write another script, but what are you going to use for footage? You know. While we are being quiet to like this video, 7 watching but only 1 like. That's very sweet. Thank you. Yeah. I just lost my train of thought. Oh, so when Nadia came in and said like, oh, Camille's got big ideas, it's because earlier today I was watching the latest Try Guys video, and one of the members of the Try Guys had built a mini golf course in their house. And I realized, because he was going through what kind of materials he was using, and I realized that we had all the best materials to make that come true. So I told her we should probably do that. I fully believe in appreciation, respect, and support. Respect is also a big thing, like with me. It totally goes along with what I was saying with reactions, is that you have to respect people, you know, and respect the artists. Like they are putting themselves out there on the internet, and the internet is forever, and it should be more forgiving. It's not yet, but I only plan to preach that and plan to act in that way with respect and positivity. Respect and positivity. I'm glad you guys came through today. For a few minutes there, I thought I was going to have to turn this live stream off and delete it and pretend like it didn't happen. But it's okay. You guys came through. This is this is bugging me because I've got my long bits of bangs are coming through and I don't want them to. Like this guy. So we're just gonna pin it back. Yeah, there are a lot of risks being a reactor. Yeah, I only worry that people won't watch. I don't worry about people not agreeing with me, and I also don't worry about people who think that it's fake. Because I can't change your mind if you don't think that my reaction's real. But I can 100% promise you that every time we watch a video, it's for the first time. I'm glad you made it, D-Boy. I think that's right. I think you have missed the last few. And then I see your comment later like, dang, I missed it. And then I laugh because, you know, that's funny. But I'm glad you're here. I don't know if turning on our notification bell makes a difference. I'm going to be honest. Are you sure those bangs aren't driving you crazy? I know, they're getting a little long. I said that a little while ago. I definitely need to trim them. But, maybe tomorrow. Maybe not. I'm contemplating letting them grow. The other day, I remembered, like, in an episode of Friends, Monica has bangs that, like, her bang it's like 2 or 3 that come all the way down her cheek. And I was like, that looks uncomfortable because I go crazy when it gets too low. Right now, they're getting there. But I think once I put on my glasses, it's less of a distraction, the bangs. Of course, I'll say hello. So I'm going to pronounce that as like, no, I'm not even going to. I'm glad that you're glad I'm live. Nadia is in her room. She's okay. She is just listening to lectures because her next... I know, Mark, you always come even when you're at work, which I am very grateful for. But, you know, please be safe. Please don't break any rules. And yeah, to no one. And that is definitely scary. Mark is a real trooper. That is true. Mark is, Roger is. They're some of our most loyal. We don't really have a name. But they're both Wolf Alphas. Because that's what they are on Patreon. Aw. Roger. I'm sorry, you're giving up nap time. I wish I could nap. I cannot nap unless I'm sick, so. I'm glad you're always safe, Mark. Safety, number one priority. See, now I'm looking at myself, I'm like, yeah, the eyeliner made it better. Why? I'm sure I could write a whole paper on why I think, or why my brain was wired to think that this looks better. The secret is media. I had to write papers like that when I was in college, so I know I could. Some sort of argument of like, oh, please be safe, Roger. Can you tell me about coronavirus in your life? So for me, I am very lucky. I am so far very lucky because no one in my family has been directly, no one's been infected. No one no one knows any person who has suffered from it. So thankfully we're all safe and healthy. Right now the only effect that's happening is the fact that I'm at home and my sister's at home and my mom's at home. My dad is still working, but he has very, very little contact with any people. I think when he goes to work, there's only two or three other people in the building. And and I'm also thankfully in a state that has taken it very seriously. Our state's one of the only states where the curve is flattening because people are taking it seriously. And I'm glad that that's happening. Like everyone's taking it seriously and we're going to be okay. As far as are you scared of it? Of course. I would be lying if I said I wasn't afraid. However, I am a firm believer in if you worry, you suffer twice. So I try not to worry too much about it. Oh, Mark, I thought you were an alpha. That's okay. You're still part of our Patreon wolf pack. And Roger, we only have one case and Veterans Home been safe so far. Brilliant. It does suck a little bit, but in my life, in my day-to-day life, I don't interact like without the virus. I didn't interact with a lot of people every day. And so I'm not so affected by not being able to see like my friends and whatnot because I was already on sort of this life schedule where I only saw them every 3 or 4 months. So that part hasn't really hurt me. But what does suck and what is different than my normal life is not being able to hang out with a lot of my family members, not being able to hug my grandparents. Like that is the worst. um, but I'm also just glad my friends are taking it seriously. And I'm glad that all of them are safe. I had one friend who, when this started, when this started, he was actually in Spain because he was on a teaching job out there, and he actually came home. So I'm glad he's safe also. Your mom has been making masks like crazy. I get a new one every day. That's good. My mask is right here on the table. Me and my boyfriend have matching masks because he gave it to me. Wow, she just donated it. That's amazing. It's smaller than some of the like generic ones because my face is not as big, and it's got the metal in here. But it looks like, I'll show you what it looks like. Oh, and of course, it's black, just like everything else I own. Yeah, there's like a line. You can't tell because camera. But the cloth comes to like a line right here. So it really like your profile. So don't worry. I'm okay. My family's okay. My friends are okay. And we'll all be okay. I am now opening a chocolate. Have you heard the Fourth Impact Girls sing When You Believe, just released today? I have not. That's really amazing, Roger. I know, my mask is very, like, takes away all my features. um, and I really realized it when yesterday, my cousins, we all took a picture and we all had masks on, but like mine is just so much, it's so much of my face that you really can't tell it's me. And it like didn't help the fact that I was one wearing a hat, which was also black, and my entire head to toe, I was dressed in black. Unrecognizable. Oh, it was a dark chocolate that I just had. My boyfriend got me these yesterday. Little Dove dark chocolates. My parents, very cutely, when my sister and I got home from decorating our grandparents' driveway, our parents had hidden 12 eggs around the house, and my dad had written out little like rhymes to give us hints on where they were. It was funny because usually, you know, the Easter Bunny leaves a gift for my sister and myself outside of our door. However, I believe the Easter Bunny had a late night before Easter, so the bunny decided to do something else. Well, my loves, 10-ish minutes for for you guys to come in, but I do appreciate you coming. We did. We missed a normal Easter. We all had to get pretty creative. Of course, Roger. So, I hope you guys look forward to our coming videos this week. I hope you look forward to more live streams because I definitely plan on doing more. I know that this weekend, my sister and I will be watching a lot of stuff. I think because there's going to be a BTS huge long live stream, and I think their concert live stream for us is like 8 p.m. to like 4 a.m. So maybe after all that, I can get her to go live with me. Because that would be hilarious. We'd just be like tears from watching those, and we'd be coming off of some weird lack of sleep mess. SB19, that's the boy group, right? I really like them. I have their song Burning on my playlist. Anyway, yeah, so definitely look forward to more of that. I think tomorrow will be spent building and maybe filming a mini golf course video. So we'll see you real soon. Yes, I love Burning. Thank you guys for watching. I love you all very much.